Hi, I'm Sean Thomas, and this is 2 Wheel Tips and Tech brought to you in under 2 minutes. Today we're going to talk about the basics of riding in Enduro mode. When you decide to head out on a bit of adventure off the pavement, Enduro mode helps get your bike ready for terrain where you are likely to have low traction. But what happens when you change to Enduro mode? Well, 4 different areas of the bike can be affected. Let's hop on this R1250 GS adventure and look at each one in no particular order. First up is throttle. When riding in Enduro mode, you have a soft throttle opening similar to that of rain mode. This can help unwanted drift to the rear wheel in a loose traction environment when you apply heavy throttle. Traction control in Enduro is optimized for more road-biased Enduro tires. While the soft throttle control helps mitigate hard spins on the rear wheel, the traction control does allow light slippage of the rear wheel, helping you control your bike in off-pavement situations. Suspension in Enduro mode has been optimized for an off-pavement terrain. It is fully automatic, and this is pretty cool. The front wheel encounters an obstacle, and by the time the rear wheel reaches it, the suspension has adjusted accordingly for getting over it. And last, braking. ABS braking is present in both the front and rear wheel in Enduro mode, but has been optimized for off-road use. All of this technology is designed to assist you, but it's good to remember that it is no substitute for safe riding. Also keep in mind that what happens when you change modes can vary based on the year and model of your bike, so be sure to check your owner's manual and come to understand how ride modes work for you. Well, there you have it, folks, a briefing on Enduro mode basics. I'm Sean Thomas. Stay tuned for more 2 Wheels, 2 Minutes. Rock on! Hi, I'm Sean Thomas, and this is 2 Wheel Tips and Tech brought to you in under 2 minutes. Today we're going to talk about the basics of riding in Enduro Pro mode using this BMW R1250 GS Adventure. So what happens when you change to Enduro Pro mode? Well, 4 different areas of the bike can be affected, and this mode allows the rider to customize a few items. Let's take a closer look. Throttle response in Enduro Pro allows for the rider to customize the setting depending on the riding circumstance. It has 3 options, and the rider determines whether they want soft, optimal, or direct response when the throttle is applied. Traction control in Enduro Pro gives you 2 options. The first setting is the same of that as Enduro mode, allowing light slip of the rear wheel. The second setting allows the rear wheel to spin at a faster rate of speed than the front and is optimized for knobby tires. This allows a rider to use wheel drift in off-road cornering or loft the front wheel in order to go over larger obstacles. Suspension in Enduro Pro is similar to that of Enduro. It is fully automatic, and this is pretty cool. The front wheel encounters an obstacle, and by the time the rear wheel reaches it, the suspension has adjusted accordingly for going over it. The last setting is braking, which can be customized. The first setting sets your braking up like Enduro mode. The second option allows more rider control. ABS on the rear wheel is disabled, while the ABS on the front wheel is optimized for off-road terrain. This allows the rider to activate the rear brake by itself to break traction, which can be useful for both drifting and stopping. One last important detail of Enduro Pro. This mode is intended for experienced riders and only for off-road use on knobby tires. Also, keep in mind that what happens when you change modes can vary based on the year and model of your bike. Check your owner's manual to understand how the ride modes work best for you. Well, there you have it, folks, a briefing on Enduro Pro mode basics. I'm Sean Thomas. Stay tuned for more 2 Wheels, 2 Minutes. Hi, I'm Sean Thomas, and this is 2 Wheel Tips and Tech brought to you in under 2 minutes. Today we're going to take a look at Eco Ride Mode. If you have a 2021 BMW motorcycle with Shift Cam technology and Ride Modes Pro, you probably have Eco Mode. This mode helps you keep an eye on fuel consumption and provide you with changes to your bike systems to do it. Let's take a closer look at how this mode affects your ride. To get into Eco Mode from any other, press the Mode button to cycle through until you find it. You can also do this while riding, but you will need to either roll off the throttle, then roll it back on, or pull in the clutch to make the change take effect. One thing you will immediately notice that is different from all other ride modes is this green bar which appears on your TFT. This green gauge lets you know how efficient you are with your fuel consumption. More green means more efficiency. Other areas of the bike may be different from your previously selected mode as well. In order to help you use fuel more efficiently, your throttle is set to torque limited, helping to limit your fuel consumption. Suspension is set similarly to road mode and is aimed at a softer, more shock-absorbing ride. As you encounter a bumpier patch of road, damping softens to give you a more comfortable, less jarring ride experience.
Traction control in this mode is set for optimal. This is designed for good dry riding conditions, but is ready to activate when you encounter something less so, like a patch of gravel in your riding lane. Finally, braking in eco mode is set to on-road tuned ABS Pro, partial or fully integral depending on your bike model. Remember that no technology is a substitute for safe riding techniques. Also keep in mind that what happens as you change modes can vary based on the model of your bike. So be sure to check your owner's manual and come to understand how eco mode works for you. I'm Sean Thomas. Stay tuned for more 2 Wheels, 2 Minutes. Rock on!